Teal Young.
Everybody just needs a bit more Teal Young. Especially James Crisp Studios. James Crisp needs more Teal Young.
I watched the needle take another man. Gone.
Hello, welcome to the Magic Forest. I was getting confused because this guy's doing a documentary film of me, and then I forget what is this and what is the other thing.
Teal Young.
Teal Young.
What's Teal Young?
Teal Young is because
It's you and James' joke.
yeah, because I said, so, do you want to go upstairs to the roof to have a cup of tea and listen to Neil Young? And he's just like, what? Teal Young? Teal Young? And I was like, Teal Young? What's Teal Young? And then having a cup of tea and listening to Neil Young is a very good idea in most situations. Going to the roof to see the sunset, Teal Young is good for any occasion, and that is having a cup of tea and listening to Neil Young.
So what about the Teal Young with this green color?
So we were just talking about Shofra because she looks fabulous. So do you remember I showed you her not that long ago and she was looking quite poor because she had a broken neck and
Hair. Henry's hair.
yeah, it was all kind of, that's a hair,
Henry's
not a
hair.
crack.
Henry's hair.
That's a hair, not a crack, because Henry's bed is right there.
It's okay, fix it later.
I swear, like, fairies must have so much DNA in them because they've got so much, like, they're so often sticky. So imagine, like, how much DNA a fairy must have in it. Anyway, we were talking about how, oh gosh, she looks great. I had to repaint her, and then I was like, that green is really green. And then I said to Hongwei, look, she's looking fabulous. And Hongwei says, she's looking very green. And it's like, she's not, I said, but I wanted to maintain that original colour because that's Shofra, like, and so she can't just change colour. And so I wanted to maintain original Shofra because she is original Shofra.
A mother.
Yeah. And she's a special girl,
That's her
and
baby.
she's looking fabulous. I might redo the gold leaf in the eyes, actually.
Yeah, definitely need to do.
Oh yeah, definitely do actually, yeah, because it's got varnish over it, so it needs new gold leaf. And gold leaf is not fun at all, but it's kind of fun because it's really difficult. I'm not doing a video of that because there'll just be gold leaves going all over the shop. And I might swear.
Always.
That'll be the adult video of doing gold leaf by a non-expert in gold leaf.
That's great.
Yeah. But because this guy is doing the documentary, I've got to do all the different stages and he's filming it, so I'm actually not gonna sit here. I was gonna sit here and do the wings, but he wants to do the wings. No, he's doing a documentary and he's a really cute guy. And
Lovely.
yeah, so that might be fun. So I'm practicing. It can only be better than my YouTubes.
Definitely. He's professional, right?
Yeah, he's professional, yeah. And we're trying to sell with Josie, and so he did some like drones of Josie on their off-road, which was great fun today. And because Josie is looking so great, so that was quite fun. And he's just so into it. That's what I love about him. I am in love with this girl. Even though I've almost like seen Shofra too many times because she was a clone. And fairies take so much out of you, you just want to see the next one. So I don't mind if they don't sell, because then I can come back to them later. I don't want to keep doing the same one over and over again. But it'd be nice to sell a few just because I've got to put them all on my back and carry them to Vietnam with 2 dogs and crates. I just basically need everything that's in this corner here.
Not much.
I can buy underwear when I get there. That's And do you know what's nice about this box here? This is my tools box. It says, and it was a gift, a house is not a home without Bert and George.
Valentine present, right?
Valentine present. Yes.
Yes,
But actually, it was about the thing inside it, which was a light of me and George. So the actual box is better than the gift.
Sounds so mean.
But that's often the case, because like actually in Chinese cultural gift-giving culture, it's so much more about the box and the packaging than the actual thing inside it.
In your opinion.
Well, we've got nice fairies boxes. So Hongwei has the skills to make the fairies look fabulous in their boxes. Because she's a fashion designer and she looks so cool. She looks cool without even trying. There is no... So as long as you've got this that says a house is not a home without a Bert and a George and a ton of fairies and a Henry and a Huang Hongwei, then it's... I'm going to scribble it in with... I got a Dremel. I can do that with my Dremel.
You have so many things to
I've
do.
got all the tools. I've got... Anna.
See you later.
Anna,
See you
Henry.
soon.
Oh, see you later. Love you. Good night. So, you know, the videos are supposed to have more structure. Well, I do believe in structure, but last time, you know, I was like, it's also more fun to just talk nonsense. But the point of the last video was to tell the story about Teal Young. And everybody needs Teal Young if if you've got a big decision to make, just have a cup of tea and listen to Neil Young in a beautiful place, preferably. But anyway, I was saying to Hongwei, said, she's looking very green. And I said, she is green. She's Shofra. And then I picked up this, which is teal. And I'm like, she's Teal Young. She's green, she's Shofra, and she's Teal Young. Because I've got this teal.
Okay.
And I think the reason she is teal is because I had this teal and I wanted to use it. No, because I painted Shofra before the Teal Young joke. And then, so anyway, then the other day I picked it up because I was fixing Shofra and it said teal. And I was like, you've got to put Teal Young on it. So Teal Young is good for, making big decisions. It's good for Shofra. If it's good enough for Shofra, it's good enough for everybody. Am I making a wings making video now?
I don't know. You want to do that right now?
I could do, actually. Yeah.
Great.
Because it's ready. This girl, who I'm thinking of calling Psyche, because she's a techno girl. So I put like a layer of, he wanted it pearl, and so I put like a mixture of liquid, which is an oil painting, medium glaze, and white paint, and when you have a glaze in oil paint, it catches the light within it, which is beautiful, like that's why I love oil paint. Anything to do with oil paint is fantastic. So I just clean up this stick basically, because it's got to go. She's got little slots for it to go in, and then see how much I need. So they go into those slots, so you can super glue them. Oh, she wants the cut off right exactly at that point. Makes it easy. Wings are dead easy to put on. Well, that's what I wanted them. Originally, they were going to be like replaceable wings, so you can put leaves on them or anything, which you still could, because eventually, after 100 years, these might deteriorate, and then you could swap them with other wings. And I'd like to, for the people, if someone bought one, even not just about customer service, but nobody really wants to ship it back to me wherever I am in the world and ship it back. But that's again the thing, like, with making fairies is that, and because I used to be an abstract art painter, it's so hard. Not many people really get abstract art, and you know, because apparently a 4-year-old could do it, and so hardly anyone gets it. But if a few people got it, then that was fine. And the same with fairies, like, but you know, fairies, people like fairies a lot more, and so I'm accidentally doing something that people really like, which also means you know, it's also why I want them to get more fairies into the world. Because if someone says, oh, I love your fairies, can I have one? Then I want to be able to say, yes, you can. You just need to go into the little crevice, get the bubbles out. Always, before you fix what you're supposed to be fixing, put the glue top back on. Because super glue doesn't wait for anybody. So
It's called super glue.
it's easy to just throw it down because you're trying to fix
That's why
something.
they make it so tiny now, right?
I think super glue is great. This kind of super glue now they're all fancy. This is like old school bog standard kind of. You can actually. Is this an instructional video? It doesn't stay one.
It's a funny video right now.
Everything all the videos I'm just muddling for making fairies, even though I'm getting a technique down to it.
Because he's a funny person.
Because it won't handle a board or.
Because he's a funny person.
It's nothing to do about being funny.
Really?
Funny, you mean like, like funny as in spectacles funny.
Should I pause it now?
No, it's fine. I'll just do it the old way because I'll just stick my finger to it. Yeah, this is the super glue that, you know, people used to stick their guitars to their fingers with. And it was good enough for those. Want of a bulldog clip. But they don't have to sit there and watch me hold this for 5 minutes. I can have 5 minutes and they can have 5 seconds. And that was the end of the Teal Young video anyway, so I guess you can see Shopwood tomorrow when she's finished with wings.
Sounds great. See you tomorrow.
Fabulous. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.